Hi, welcome back to another edition of Driftless Area Outdoors. I'm Jim. Hope everything's going good in your world. Everything is fine in mine. Today, product review time. We're going to do an unboxing and a setup of a Pomoly tent. This is going to be a 6-person hot tent, and as you can see, I'm taking it out of the box, so I know nothing really about this. I can give you what I know, but here it is. Okay, nice bag. The box came and it was pretty much demolished, which I pretty much figured it would be. Then we got a bag and a tent inside that. Get this open. Currently it's about 16 degrees out, so I'm doing this in my backyard because you don't want to set up a tent like this, never done it before, and then find out something's missing, something's wrong. So we're do this here. So when I do take this out in the field, I think there's going to be a couple of things I'm going to have to do different, and I'll go over that. Well, we got some nice tags here. Pomoly. Nice sturdy bag. It's all clipped. I'm going to bring you down here where you can. First of all, I've watched a few reviews of this, and everybody I see put this up, they're not in Wisconsin. I want to show you something, folks. We've had below 0 degree days all week. This ground, I have a better chance of going out there to that road and putting one of those spikes in than I do here. So let's see if we can get it in the dirt. I think it might be a 4-season tent, but I don't think it's made for the whole United States. I can go down to Arkansas. I'm pretty sure I can, even through the snow, they got more snow than we do, I can put the spike into the ground. We get a foot and a half, 2 foot of frost in the winter. So let's see, because this tent, you have to do it. You have to have everything. So once you take it out of the bag, you know, I'd like to see some directions sewed to the bag like some of my other tents, and I'm not seeing that. No, that's pretty easy to do. And here we've got, this is a 2-pole tent, okay? One's going to be in the center, and then there's a loop that's going to go around on the inside. This is going to look like a big teepee. And then I'll set you right down on this tent. These will be our stakes, and there is a pile of them. And again, can we even get these in the ground? Now, they did provide us with some pretty nice stakes. You know, you've got 3 flutes to go into the soil. You've got your tie down. Some of these are going to be made for the flaps, and some of these are made for the actual tent to go in the ground. And then you got your guide strings in here. So the poles, pretty self-explanatory. You've got a bigger one and a smaller one. And this thing is supposedly 12 foot around, and it's just the poles. Yeah, let's get you tightened up here. All right, so just some stats quick on this. Let me bring it up. Seems to be that I should have had this done, huh? Prior to filming this. Had it all the way up to the specs. No, it wouldn't be like me. So this product dimensions 141 by 73, 133.86 wide, 94.5 inches high, 10.8 pounds, and the floor width is 133.86 inches. And this is going to be somewhat triangular. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this laid out here in the yard, and I'll probably put you on time lapse. Maybe I'll do some voiceover and talk you through what I'm doing. But I got to figure the first time putting this up, probably going to be close to an hour. Let's see if we can get it up. So at this point, I'm just going to lay it all out, and I'm unfolding it, and I'm realizing that this is a much bigger tent than I thought it was. And I start staking it down, thinking at this point that I've got it all unfolded and everything is fine, but you'll see that I actually start unfolding more of it, and I realize this thing's bigger yet. It leaves a very big footprint. I'm going to say with the guide wires, you're probably talking 20 feet from side to side, fairly big. So I stake it down, grab the center pole, go in through the door, which I did get the flap. There's a flap over the zipper. Did get that caught in there. Now I have that pole up, but I don't have it all the way up. I just have it enough that I can start getting the round pole that holds that up in place. And that's where, had I only put in about 4 stakes, probably would have been easier, but I had it all staked down, and I was seeing other videos where they had to take their stakes out in order to get that round piece in, and I believe that to be true. I recommend only putting in a few stakes and then trying to get that in. Now I'm putting up the guide wires, and they're again very easy to adjust, but you're talking about a big footprint here, but time consuming, yes, but it wasn't overly difficult to set up. All right, fellas and fellettes, here it is. This is the A Pomoly 6-man hot tent, all set up. Some good, there's some bad, there's some definitely some ugly. Okay, here's the bottom vent. This will unzip from the inside. You can actually have that out and get some nice ventilation there. That was something that I knew it had top vents. Here's one of them right here, and I like that. You can pop this down if you want. I really got to believe that you're pretty much vented whether you want to be or not. 2 doors, stove jack right there. I haven't cut a hole in it yet. I've got a stove I'm going to be reviewing and using in this, but we've got the A Pomoly written right there. A vent on the other side, but here's the upper vent with the stakes all out and everything. I mean, can you get to it? You almost got to stand on your tent to do it. But there, we got that. Well, let's go inside and take a look. Just having the sun, what a beautiful day here in Wisconsin. Just having the sun beat on this thing, going inside, it's warm. So I do like that. I do believe with any type of stove in here, you're going to need all the ventilation you can. So here's where your center pole goes. These all connect together except for this bottom one because it's adjustable up and down. Now I have it at its height all the way up. And here's the vents, stove jack, other vent, bottom vent down there. And like I said, you better have 16, 18 feet of space, maybe even 20, to set this thing up because of all the guide wires and stuff. These stay on the tent and then you hook those up. And I got to tell you, they're pretty easy to adjust. You can adjust these and make them more taut or less. Pretty simple to do. And then they set up pretty easily. The stakes, that's going to be a problem. That's about all the farther you can get them in the ground here in Wisconsin. I'm talking concrete of there's nothing but concrete. It's frost. I actually have to clip onto them with a vice grip, put a pry bar underneath them to get them up out of the frost. I mean, this isn't that soft Kentucky dirt or Oregon or, you know, wintertime Wisconsin. We just came off a week where we barely seen above 0 temperatures. Now here's the other pole. It goes around here, and every other one of these, they actually click in. And I do like these. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to hang off them, but it'll be a light or something. And then the thing is, this is so tight, you got to really loosen up your stakes. You stake this down, try to get it up, and you know, it's decent. Okay, pros and cons. Pro, it's light. Again, let's go over some of these specs one more time. This gets a 4.8 out of 5 stars. I paid for this myself, so you're going to get an honest review from me. These people that had A Pomoly give them a 10, they're probably going to give them 5 stars. Me, not so much. Traveling, camping, hiking, age range, adult. Yeah, I'm telling you, you better know a little bit something about tents. Put this up, because the stakes go through those loops. Plus you got your snow flap, and of course we don't have no snow. This is called Sunset Yellow camping tent by A Pomoly. It's triangular. Style name is modern, and the rainfly material is a 4D tear resistant polyester with a waterproof rating of 3,000 millimeter PU, so MMPU. So I've seen people camping these in the rain and stayed completely dry. Stake material is aluminum, and that is all aluminum. Polyurethane tent floor material base. Product care instructions, you can hand wash this thing. Fabric type is 40D rip stop styliatin, and again the pole material is aluminum. But here, you know, the pros, it is light. It is doable for one person. It's something that can be done. But is it something that can be done super easily? I'm not so sure. I mean, I don't know if you want to be a novice and do this. Next thing, get down here and show you that you know, a lot of the space fine for putting things, but are you really gonna utilize it? I don't know. I can stand up in it. That's positive. I'm 6 foot and I can stand up in this. That's a good thing. Cons, the I'm not so sure this is made for Wisconsin winters. Minnesota, UP of Michigan. I've been there when it's 35 below. I don't know how you stake this thing down. Definitely stay off the ice with it. I don't think it's made to ice camp. Not unless you want to change each and every one of these poles. You know, I guess all in all, I think I paid $170 for this thing. And though I'll use it, I think had I known now what I know, you know, known then what I know now, I think I'd bought a smaller, easier one to set up. I give it about a 6 out of 10 for the Pomoly 6-man tent. Took me well over an hour to set this up, and it's not 100% correct now, and without driving these stakes all the way into the ground, it's not going to be. So you know, take it for what it's worth. I'm going to use it. I'm going to get some use out of it for sure. I'll probably be able to set it up faster next time, but whether or not I can take it apart and get it back in that bag, I seriously have to clamp onto and then pry it up with a pry bar to get the stakes out of the ground. And that's not Pomoly's fault. Again, the kid that has a review out there, and he's in Oregon, he puts the stakes in like it's nothing. He's out there in the winter, but it's not, they don't have the frozen clay ground that we do. So Pomoly tent for me, it's hitting about a 6 out of 10. Again, I am purchased this with my own money, so it's an honest review. I do have a hot tent I'm going to review with it. All right, just to follow up, all back in the bag. It was easier to take apart and disassemble and put back in the bag than I thought it would be. So it was worth breaking in and letting you know. And just where that was at, with the sun beating on it, it melted all the snow inside that, where that was at. So, I mean, it'll hold heat. It'd be nice with those snow flaps to have something down. Of course, if I was out camping, I'd put some camp wood or something around there to keep the wind from blowing up underneath. But all in all, I'm going to get some use out of it. Like I said, there's some pros, there's some cons. If you made it this far, it'd be a great time to hit like and subscribe. I've got other products I'm going to be reviewing. Maybe do a hot tent stove, and we'll take a look at the setup of that. And come along. We're going to use this camping. We'll eat some good food and have a laugh or two with it. But it's that time of where I like to let everybody know that 22 veterans a day on average commit suicide, and the Till Valhalla project is working as hard as possible to eliminate veteran suicide. So do not give in to the war within. If you can help out the Till Valhalla project, I would greatly appreciate it if you can buy a sticker or a hat or maybe a sweater. It is hoodie season, and help those guys out. They really help a lot of veteran families, and I can't support them enough. So for Jim, Driftless Area Outdoors, the Pomoly 6-man teepee type hot tent. Take care of each other, and we'll see you next time.